Now, this band has now had its Newcastle concert postponed for unknown or unsaid reasons, but the crowd reaction there, really, I got to say, these are barbarians who are walking amongst us, don't you think? What do you make of that, mate?
Well, yes, but the thing which they must realise is how counterproductive these sorts of comments and then those sorts of reactions are. These are the sorts of reactions that will sweep Trump back into the White House. And I've got this sneaking suspicion that these types of people, in their heart of hearts, secretly wouldn't mind that because it gives them another 4 years of feeling morally superior to racist, bigoted, or Trump voters. It was the same thing with The Voice, as incidentally in Australia. I think that this is such a big moral class divide, and I think these types of people like sniggering at people who they perceive to be beneath them.
Yeah, I don't know that I'm always suspicious about assuming that their motives are this or that. Their motives in this case simply to beat the Democrats and have beat the Republicans and let the Democrats win. No, I think it's just an expression of utter hatred, a barbarianism that's sort of overtaken so much of the left now. What do you make of this, Danica?
Andrew, Tenacious D have taken D for deranged way too far here. Let's not forget that somebody died. Somebody died in Pennsylvania over the weekend. Multiple people were injured. And the fact that a former president was millimetres away from being killed should send shockwaves around the world. And for the large part it has. So to have this has been banned, come into Australia, treat Australians with such contempt is absolutely disgusting. Jack Black, go home. We don't want your nonsense here. It is absolutely unacceptable behaviour.
Well, I've got to disagree with you. You said it has been banned. That's false. It's a never been banned. I asked at the start whether some racism was good. Is some sexism good, Will? Because there's been a lot of online debate after the Trump shooting about the reaction of female Secret Service agents who were on the scene. The Secret Service actually has an affirmative action hiring policy. It wants more women, 30%, I believe. And these particular women guarding Trump as he got into his car, look, I have to say, at least the comments, maybe I'm being unfair, you have a look, seemed a little bit lost. One even had trouble holstering her gun. Well, I know a lot of panic was going on there, but it wasn't a very flattering picture, that.
No. Well, there's a simple way to get to the bottom of this. Were the requirements for the Secret Service the same for men and women? And if they were, have those requirements been lowered to hit that affirmative action target? The reality is there are biological differences between men and women, as much as people on the left may hate to admit that. And this is a job which requires physical attributes in order to do it effectively. You need to be able to carry the president or former president out of a burning building. And the reality is that woman would not be able to satisfy that test. This is another example of well-meaning wokery that has very, very dangerous consequences.
Danica, I'm out of time, but since you are the woman on this panel, I better let you have a quick go. Like I say, we might be unfair. We don't know the full picture.
Andrew, put it this way, the Secret Service put out an ad campaign last year boasting about its diversity picks, and we've seen over the weekend the results of that diversity. Donald Trump is 190 centimetres tall. I Googled it, I had a look. He needs people to match him, to be able to stand in front of him and take a bullet and protect him. It is not sexism, it is just simple facts.
A question of little maths, a little ruler there. Danica Di Giorgio, Will Kingston, thank you both so much for your time.